You're watching the Newsuck. It's like all those crazy email forwards are now in video form. What's going on, everybody? So 2020 has been a year of firsts, to say the least. So I have found a couple of things here that I know the apocalypse bingo thing is going around, so that's cracking me up. But I found a couple of things that are just hysterical that I wanted to touch on today here. Keeping our wildlife theme today. Don't look up here. Don't look up here. I got a special thing I'm saving until the very end. It's super cool. All right, so Tennessee police warn about meth gators. Flushing drugs could create hyper-aggressive alligators. Meth gators? Who had meth gators for August? Anybody? Anybody? A police department in Loretto, Tennessee is asking residents to refrain from flushing drugs such as methamphetamine down the toilet to prevent meth gators. That's right, folks, meth gators. That's even worse than bath salts. In the Facebook post, where most of America gets their news, the Loretto Police Department wrote that on Saturday, officers executed a search warrant on a home and discovered the occupant trying to flush meth and drug paraphernalia down his toilet. Now, that doesn't seem that out there to me. I mean, we've all seen that kind of thing go down on like Cops or Live PD when it was still on. By the way, RIP Live PD. Damn, I missed that show. But you know, that's one of the first things that happens in a quote unquote drug bust. You know, flush it down the toilet. So although the suspect was unsuccessful in this scenario, the officers used the incident to remind residents of the harm drugs can cause to the environment. Oh yes, can they ever? As if we don't have enough Jumanji nonsense going on. Quote, folks, please don't flush your drugs, okay? Our sewer guys take great pride in releasing water that is cleaner than what is in the creek, but they are not really prepared for meth. What? Our sewer guys take great pride in releasing water that is cleaner than what is in the creek, but they are not really prepared for meth. Is anybody prepared for meth in their water system? If you are, I have a lot of questions for you. Ducks, geese, and other fowl frequent our treatment ponds, and we shudder to think what one all hyped up on meth would do. Oh, so this is from their Facebook post. By the way, whoever's writing y'all's Facebook post, that's about the most down-to-earth way you can possibly tell people, hey man, look dude, be cool. Just let them confiscate your meth and take you to jail. But don't flush it down the toilet, man, because next thing you know, you got cracked out goldfish and meth gators. And you know, man, no one needs that, man. Nobody needs that in their life right now. We got enough going on. Anyway, the post warns that the meth could make its way into Shoal Creek, down the Tennessee River, into North Alabama, and into the bodies of alligators and ducks and geese and oh my. Furthermore, if it made it far enough, we could create meth gators in Shoal Creek in the Tennessee River down in North Alabama. Now, meth gators down in North Alabama sounds like a Primus song from whatever funky album they're going to make next. They've had enough methed up animals in the past few weeks without our help, so if you need to dispose of your drugs, just give us a call. We will make sure they are disposed of in the proper way. Okay, hang on. Let's backtrack. They've had enough methed up animals the past few weeks without our help. What is going on in northern Alabama? Are we talking like, you know, cracked out porcupines?
I want some crack.
Or barbiturate addicted armadillos?
I'm a very spiritual person.
I mean, Oxycontin raccoons?
Hey, I don't know whether I'm dreaming.
What is going on in northern Alabama? You got drugged up wildlife down there, man. Seriously, man, y'all need to get your act together. Let's see here. Make sure it's disposed of in the proper way, naturally. But Kent Villette, an alligator biologist and coordinator of laboratories in the Department of Biology at the University of Florida, go Gators, said he has never once heard of an alligator on meth. Seen it? Okay, here we go. I like this because he's right. Now stay with me on this. I have never seen an alligator smoking meth. Never seen it. Spent a fair amount of my life in the woods, fishing and whatnot. Seen lots and lots of alligators in their natural habitat and some in their unnatural habitat, like climbing over fences and knocking on people's doors. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I have never seen an alligator actively seek out methamphetamine. Just gonna throw it out there. Let's see what else. I've worked with alligators for 40 years, and I generally can answer any question someone gives me about them. This one's throwing me for a loop, he told NBC News. Villette, I'm sorry, brother, I mispronounced your name. I'm sorry, but go Gators. Who is not a veterinarian, said in a study he participated in which gators were dosed with antibiotics, the animals had to be injected with the medication rather than orally fed the drug to see a sustained effect. Okay, now we're bringing some science into this. I like it. We're calming the fears of the populace by bringing in some science. I would guess they might be affected by it, but they tend not to react to drugs in the same way we do, thank goodness. And I don't know if it would take a little or a lot to get an alligator to do something on meth. Well, see, now this makes me feel better. I think it's a ridiculous notion. If you flush meth, it's going to be diluted. And there you have it, folks. A man of science stepping up and giving us his opinion on things. And you know what? I think that's pretty sound. There's some sound logic there. I've never diluted meth, but water dilutes a lot of things. So I would just run with that. Vliet, sorry, brother, added that people who are not familiar with gators tend to over-exaggerate their dangers, adding that the reptile does not seek out humans to harm or eat. Once again, this is very true. Oh, my favorite part here. The Facebook post mention of methed up animals in Alabama have been a reference to a caged attack squirrel who was believed to have been given methamphetamine to keep it aggressive. There are trained attack squirrels in Alabama. They're doing it. They're doing it.
Do it!
And there we have it, folks.
Just do it!
They're weaponizing rodents in Alabama. There's the real problem, okay? It's not anything to do with the political race or anything like that. Here's what's happening. Rodents are being weaponized in northern Alabama. The alleged methed up attack squirrel was discovered during an execution of a search warrant on a suspect believed to possess controlled substances. You would have to be on controlled substances to think that a squirrel would be a good security animal. I mean, meth or not, there's only so much that a squirrel can do. Just saying. However, officials in the area said there was no safe way to test a squirrel for meth. Yeah, because if you ever tried to pick up a squirrel, it's hard, man. Running over them is pretty easy, but that's about it. Moving on.
Thanks for watching the Newsuck. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and here's our email address in case you want to get in touch with us. Thanks.